Hello and welcome to Nanny Moon's Crochet. My name's Sally and it's Monday the 10th of March 2025 and this is episode 59. Neil couldn't remember all that. Welcome to you all. Hope you've had a lovely weekend. We didn't do an awful lot. Nothing spectacular happened. Just potted about and took the dogs on the beach. The weather was actually really nice and sunny. It was not too bad actually. So yeah, we just potted about, trying to catch up on crochet, get things done. But yesterday, yesterday I had such a bad headache. It almost got to a migraine, but not quite. But so for half of the day, I just had to lie down in a dark bedroom, and so I didn't really do as much crocheting as I wanted to yesterday. But you can't, can you? Might have been a bit of eye strain or something, but I just had such a bad headache. Anyway, let's. So I hope you're all doing okay. Start off as usual with the crochet along I'm doing with Natasha. Morning, Natasha. She's doing this 3D granny square, working through the book. We're getting on quite well. These that I'm going to show you were number were they 77 and 78. Yeah, 77 and 78. So there's 100 altogether. So we're cracking on. We're getting them. These are some of them. I'm really enjoying this crochet along. I'd looked at this book for quite a while, and a lot of the reviews weren't so good. Some were okay. A lot of the reviews said the writing was really small, which I thought, well, you can, like one of my lovely subscribers said, you could photo it and zoom in, couldn't you, with a tablet or something? But anyway, I think this is what they meant. Look, this is the pattern here, all squished in. Then you've got all this lovely space here. They could have just, spaced it out. There's a chart here, which the chart, if I'm honest, it's okay, but it's very, very faint. That it's a little bit difficult to follow. Even if I think you were really good at charts, it's very, very faint. Look, you can hardly really see it. But a lot of the squares have been fantastic to make, and they've also got little projects like that square I showed you there was the strawberries. Was it strawberries? And along the way, there's a few little projects. Shows you here how to make a little towel topper. So shows you how to adapt your square there. So I'm a bit 50-50 with it. I wouldn't say it's terrible and don't buy it. That's another. We've done the llama already, look, and that's a nice little llama bag you can make. So if you're a beginner, I don't think I'd recommend it, because there is quite a few little errors in it. So I think if you're used to crocheting, you'd realise, oh no, that can't be right. But if you were new and you followed it, wouldn't highly recommend. But that's another little pineapple one, and you just showed you could do different colours and do a little pineapple cushion. So it is a lovely book, and sorry, that's another little fried egg. We've done the fried egg. You can do a little pot holder. So there's lots of little projects, and it's a nice one to have in your collection if you like crochet books. Anyway, let me get on to what we did last week. Natasha pulled out the textured granny, which was this one, and I thought, oh yeah, that just looks like a granny square, but actually it was a bit of a circle in places. From the picture here, look, you can see that it went to a circle and then you squared it off. But I used all Stylecraft Specialty K, and I just used little scrap oddments, but that's what it came out like. and I absolutely I thoroughly enjoyed making this. It was all little, oh, do you know, I still get them mixed up. Popcorns, they were popcorns. Yeah, little popcorn stitches. In between. So that's that. Just used all just little odd scraps, but most of it was Starcraft Specialty K. So that's that one. And then the other one that she chooses at random, Natasha's Hooks and Stitches, and the hashtag is hashtag Hooks and Stitches 3D hashtag Hooks and Stitches 3D Cal 2024, because that's when we started. And the other one was this little turkey, and they don't put a skill rating, but I looked at that and thought, oh yeah, there's quite a bit of work to do there. But this, it wasn't difficult, but this took, it took time to do 1 layer, 2 layer of feathers, 3 layer. You did join that all into the square, and the little turkey you put on separately. Now the little red bit there should have been on top of his nose. What did you call that? You get the inner feathers, the centre feathers, the outer feathers, then you do the square, the body, embroider the beak, insert the needle. Oh, it doesn't mention that little nose bit. Sorry, let me just, what colour was it? 15. Colour 15, where did it mention colour 15? Cut a length of colour 15, approximately 15 centimetres long, secure on the back of the body and thread it from back to front in the corner of the beak. So this little red bit should have been in the corner of the beak. Now, I did mean it to go into the corner. This is my little turkey. But instead of going into the corner, it seemed to be underneath. So I thought, oh, he looked a little bit like he was blowing a kiss. Got lipstick on, blowing a kiss. But the head, they said keep loose and sew the body on. I'm not sure why that was, but so I absolutely loved doing that one. Although it looked quite a lot of work, and that it actually wasn't. It was just nice and straightforward. So another 2 squares to add. My little pile, well, a large pile at the back here. Not exactly sure what I'll be doing with those. I might just make a nice big blanket for when grandchildren come, so they can just look at it and look at all the different squares and things. Now, Natasha's already done her video this morning, and for this week ahead, we've got the lattice top pie. So that one to do. That looks a nice one. And we've also got the other one she's already chosen is this one, the mandala flower. That looks okay, a lot of open space. Not sure as 100% like the square. It'd be lovely if it was on a hoop, if it was round, but just as a square with so many gaps, I think it really needs to go on the wall or something, doesn't it? Anyway, looking forward to, you see my little sticky notes. I've put it upside down because this is the way the sticky was. I had these little sticky notes, look. They were from Aldi, and they weren't very much. They were only I don't know, £1 something. But look, you tear that off and the sticky bits there. But they're cute, little pussycat shape. So that's why they're upside down in my book. I couldn't find these little tabs, so I just thought I'd put the little cats upside down. So that's the 3D cal spoken about. The next crochet along that I'm doing is with Jenni, Diamond Jenni, of In My Spare Time. And this crochet along is hashtag a year of granny squares. And Jenni is in my spare time. So we've got this Kylie Maletta, A Year of Granny Squares. I think this is a lovely book to own, even if you're not doing the crochet along. It's just, there's 52, as it's one for each week of the year, obviously. But with this one, I'll try not to. This was Beacon that we've already done. Just for instance, I just want to show you a bit of it's quite nice and bright. You can follow the chart. And it's because of this book I've really learnt how to follow charts. Before I knew what the symbols were, but I just didn't really want to bother to learn to do charts. I prefer the written instruction. But sometimes when you're reading, it might say skip a stitch. No, I don't know. The beginning of a row or a round, it might say front post double crochet around the next stitch. But if your next stitch is, if there's one right underneath or there's another one, I sometimes think, is it that very first one underneath, or is it the next one? You know what I mean? Or something like that. You're just not 100% sure. But I've started looking at the charts, and I could look on the chart. Well, that's the chain 3, the little bubbles, I call them. The little bubbles are the chains, little ovals. So you can see that you've chained 3, and you can see the stitch at the base of your chain 3. So you can see it's the next one on. So because of that, I know a lot of the time, look how lovely and bright that chart is. A lot of the time I will follow the chart because I know, I won't say I could do a whole pattern from a chart, but it's getting that I really understand the symbols and how to read a chart. So that's brilliant, I think. Now this book comes in categories of spring, summer, fall or autumn we call it, and winter. And we've done spring and summer, so that was halfway through. That was 26 weeks, 26 squares. And then now we're on to the autumn, and then we'll go on to winter. There's also a few little projects that you can make. Anyway, let's get on to... Oh, I say, where's my square? It's in my book. Oh, search it. Oh, silly me. I'm searching everywhere for the square, and it's in here. So, oh dear. I am a silly Billy sometimes. So last week was number 31, and it was berries, and it was this lovely square. It was a one ball of yarn rated, and this is my square. I did it in Stylecraft Special DK in the colour claret. Don't know which way up it's meant to be, but anyway, yeah, I love doing these. I noticed I was just trying to follow the book, and all of a sudden I'd done those. I think I was coming up to here, and I made a bit of a mistake. So what I had to do, I had to write row 21, 22, 23, 24, and cross it off as I went because I'd forgotten what row I was on, and then I made a bit of a mistake. So I just don't, you can tell easily by the way the little bubbles, the berries lined up. So yeah, I really liked it. I don't mind going backwards and forwards actually. Just nice change. So that was my lovely square berries, like I said, in Stylecraft. That one will go under there. Stylecraft claret. And then next week, this week coming should I say, we've got number 32, which is Flying North. Flying North, created with the pattern pointing northward, this square can be turned after making or joined with multiples of the same square to create a textured diamond design. This is a 2 ball of yarn rating, and that's it, Flying North. It looks like a row of geese, doesn't it, or birds flying north for winter. And that's 4mm hook is what I do all of my squares in, and the special stitches are front post treble 2 together, but it tells you how to do that down here as well, and the lovely chart there. So that's what I'll be doing this week. And I've got a little book here where I always write I've got number 31, berries. I've got colour A, there's just the one colour, Starcraft Special DK Claret, the day I made it on, and I always write a little note about it. So I put nice to make. I had to take care and write the rows down and cross off as I finish, not to get mixed up. So that's, if I did that again, if I did that square again, because it was lovely to make, and it'd make you know, lovely cushions or something. But if I did make it again, I'd make sure I'd write the rounds down and cross them off. That's what I've recommended that I do that. So that's what I'd do. And then next, oh yes, I'll just quickly show you this blanket I'm doing for one of my daughter-in-laws. I have two. Amanda. Hi Amanda, if you're watching. Her auntie asked me if I could do a blanket, and I said yes, of course I could. It's taken me a lot longer than I thought it would. I'm getting this lovely little basket. I'm using Starcraft Special DK in the colour tea green. I love that tea green. That's a beautiful colour, isn't it? Tea green, and the colour mushy peas. A little bit of you can see the difference in the two greens when I hold them together. Just a little bit different. She sort of chose these colours because they were a cushion that she's already got. And the cream, that's just a cream. And then this was Wild Orchid, one of the new colours. And then Toy. This is like a bit of like an ivory colour. So those are the colours I'm doing. It's not a pattern. I did a baby blanket for one of my little grandsons. It was for Doug. Was it for Dougie? Yeah, it was for Dougie. And I'd got a great big square of all colour blues, and then I put smaller squares around. And she loved it so much that she asked me if I could do one, but for a single bed. So this is how it's coming. Let me just, lovely colours together, I think, nice and subtle. I tend to like jewel colours, vibrant colours, but I do love these. Let me just fold it in half. So that's it folded in a quarter. So it's coming on, and let me show you where I'd got to. I'll put these little stitch markers in. So that was not last week, the week before I did that many rounds. Last week I did that many rounds. This week I've only done that many, but of course it's taking longer to get around now. But isn't it coming beautiful? So I'm going to do quite a big square, and then I was going to put squares all the way around it, but when I worked out how many I'd need to do, it was an awful lot. So I was chatting with Natasha at the time. Hi Natasha, I can't remember if I said that. And I was telling her about what I was taking ages, and this is square. if I'd have thought about it in the beginning, I ought to have done a rectangle granny, really. But anyway, the square was the same as what I'd done for little Dougie's blanket. So she said, what about doing the width of the single bed, or more or less, so the width, and then add the rows on at each end to make up the length. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm sure it's Sandra, her name. I'm sure Sandra will love it, because it's lovely and soft now, but when I wash it, it'll be even softer, and it's so subtle, and it'll match her cushion and the colours that she wanted. So I'm loving that. It's just taking longer getting round. As it's getting bigger, it just takes such a long time to get round. But yeah, I'm just using a little 4mm hook, nice and gentle and small. Now, the next thing I want to go on to, oh, I hope you're not all getting fed up out there. Hope you're all still with me. Right, what I've got a couple of photos to show you. You know, I said anytime anybody wants to send any photos, whether it's crochet, whether it's knitting, whether it's you know, felt work or cross stitch, embroidery, tapestry, whatever it is, you know, woodwork, whatever. If you're doing a little craft, diamond painting. I love diamond painting. I did a little bit at Christmas, and I must try and get myself a picture because it's so therapeutic and relaxing. Um, I love doing jigsaws, but you don't have time to do everything, do you? But anyway, so I said to anybody, you know, if you want to send me something in, well, the lovely Jane, hi Jane, um, she's been knitting for her great granddaughter who's 4 months old. Oh, just look at that. How cute. How absolutely adorable. Isn't that just, I think knitting, I know a lot of people crochet little jackets, but there's just something really cute about a little knitted little cardigan and the little hat with the roses. It's absolutely gorgeous. Um, oh, can you imagine a little baby all snuggled up in that? Absolutely so cute. Um, and then also uh, just she's learning to crochet, and she's doing this scrap blanket. Isn't that gorgeous as well? You're doing absolutely brilliantly, using all different uh yeah, it's a scrap blanket using all different. I've got so many odds and ends that I keep saying I need to do a scrap blanket, but uh I'm not sure if you turn at each turn you work, uh Jane, but the square, it looks very square, doesn't it, and beautiful. Oh, how cosy will that be when you're finished, and all you've done it yourself. I think you're so proud, yeah, aren't you? You when you've made your own blanket, and it's like this lovely one here. The wool was gifted to me, but orange and cream are favourite colours, and it's just so snuggy to think that you've just made it yourself. Jane's also ordered the Bella Coco Stitch Library, and I think that book, if you haven't already seen it, it's I've shown it. This Bella Coco, it's in US terms, but there's 100 of her favourite stitches, and I think it's just absolutely any, even if you're, you know, a really advanced crocheter, it's so brilliant. It tells you the multiples, so you could do little baby blankets or big blankets, or even jumpers or cardigans. All of these stitches, the brick stitch, the leaping stripes, you see, I've never heard of those, the thermal stitch, the cross treble stitch, alternating spike. Oh, we won't mention spikes. Oh, spike. No, we won't mention that. A triangle stitch. That's the triangle stitch there. And the double moss or linen stitch. Then it just gives you the little instructions down here. So not many instructions. But from those stitches, you can make absolutely, you know, anything, scarves, or you could make it into hats or whatever. The multiples are there. So that it's just such brilliant book. But Jane's also ordered the the pack of 50 cards that you, it's also by Bella Coco, and they're in a little box. And I've looked at those and never been quite sure whether to order them. So have to let me know, anybody that's got them, or Jane, when they arrive. Yeah. Oh, sorry, that was just a little notification on here. But yeah, thank you for your pictures, Jane, and anything that you make. I'd love to show. And it's nice that we can share each other's things, and I think it does. It inspires us. When I look at that little baby, I just want to knit a little baby cardigan. I've got loads to do on my list, but I think, oh, little baby cardigan. I just want to knit a little baby cardigan. It just looks so cute. So that's that. So now the only thing that's left is it's donut time. Look how small. Look how small that is. Just handful. And it was full to the brim. Leave that there. Won't be drawing that just for a moment. So anybody new joining us, doing a crochet along with these crochet donut buddies, and they're all absolutely lovely to make. Some, what can I say, some are a little bit straightforward like that. Look, just a little snout and ears to put on. And then some, let me see, some, like the jellyfish, have got extra things. The alien was just straightforward because he'd just got little ears. So the different skill levels, which is a donut skill level. So we go from 1 to 5. See, the jellyfishes are 4. That's maybe because of all the little curly cues that are on. But you make the basic donut, which the pattern is at the front of the book. You just follow the basic donut pattern, whichever colour that your little creature it suggests, and then you do the same thing. You make almost the same donut, but you stop at round 8, and then you do a round of little drips for the icing, and then you go on to so if you've done the hippo, whoops, you use a darker purple, a lighter purple, and then you just, the instructions for the snout, the muzzle, and the ears are there. You can use safety eyes, but with all mine, and I think a lot of ladies that are crocheting with along with us, they're using safety eyes because I think they're a lovely little size. Whoops, just dropped me a piece of paper. They're an absolutely lovely size for little children, little under 3s, because I think that's what I'm going to do with mine. They're going to go to I've got 3 little grandchildren that are under 3, and when you see this one, for instance, they're just nice to just hold on to like that, aren't they? They could just hold on a little finger, or so they're all safety eyes. Little tiger. Anyway, let me show you what this was. Show you what was chosen last week. This was the star, the sun. That was last week's. It was a 2 rating, which it meant it wasn't difficult, but it just took a while to sew all the little rays on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now there was 10 little rays. I didn't manage to do 10 because it suggested a 2.5mm hook, and I think I used a 3. But I just couldn't get that many on. I couldn't get 10 on, so that was the picture. And we have got the first email I had was from the lovely Lynn. Hi Lynn, from Lynn's Penguins Crochet. Now I did see these on her channel. Sorry, Lynn Penguins Creations, not Crochet. Now look at these. Aren't they lovely? She's made these plain donuts, and she's going to donate them to the Ronald McDonald Children's Hospital, and she's going to put a little tag with them that says, "Don't worry, be happy." And won't the little children love the little donuts holding on to them? But the yarn, it's speckled. It was from, did you say? It was from Michael's. Yeah, sorry. But because it was speckled, it looks like they got icing with sprinkles. So absolutely, they do look. Oh, they look yummy, don't they? So she'd made those, and then she's done her little the eyes. The eyes, she's done a tutorial by Jenni in my spare time, and I didn't realise that Jenni had done an eye, because look at those, aren't they lovely? So I'll have to have a look at that. I've been following Cassandra from Craftably Ever After her tutorial, but Jenni's got one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 petals she's got, but isn't it nice and bright and sunny? Gorgeous, absolutely lovely. So thank you, Lynn, for yours. And then we've got the lovely Mary. Hi Mary. And her little son is outside with, I'm hoping it's a primrose. I think it's a primrose. Sorry if it's not a primrose. But look outside, hanging outside with a primrose. Isn't that beautiful? And Mary has done 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 10. Brilliant, Mary. I love how you do your little eyes as well. Doesn't she look so sweet? And you've done your mouth in black. I did mine in pink, like it said, but you can't see it. So I wished I'd have done a little black mouth now, but absolutely perfect. And Mary is sending hers to a Midlands charity. Is it the... Oh, I don't want to say it wrong. But let me just pause a minute. Yeah, I'm back. Yes, it's just a children's hospice in the Midlands that she donates to. So what? Oh, how cheerful would that be to little children that are not feeling very well? That's absolutely lovely and sunny, and it just makes you feel happy, doesn't it? So thank you, Mary, for donating those, and Lynn for donating yours. That's lovely. So that's Lynn's, that's Mary's, and next we've got the lovely Jan. Hi Jan. Just took this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little sun rays, and Jan uses Premier Basic in DK, and the colours are daffodil and then a gold colour. She was saying this daffodil colour is a beautiful shade of yellow that she just can't match with anything else. It's just the basic Premier Basic DK. But the colour sounds lovely, doesn't it? DK, beautiful eyes as well. Now Jan's got a friend that's going to Uganda to, where the to see an orphanage. To see an orphanage, that sounds awful. To visit an orphanage in Africa in April, and she's taking Jan's little crochet buddies to the little orphans in Uganda. So isn't that special? You know, wherever they go, little children are going to, little tiny ones are going to absolutely love them and fall in love with them, because they're like little characters, they're like little people, aren't they? And for the little orphans that really haven't got anything, they'll be absolutely special, won't they? So it's brilliant. It's I'm lovely to think that they'll be going to cheer up someone that's got nothing, or cheer up a little child, or a little one that's really not feeling well and missing home and things like that. So, well, the ones in the hospitals are missing home. The orphans don't have a home, do they? Oh dear, I'm saying the wrong thing, but I'm not meaning anything disrespectful. It's just I'm getting my words mixed up. I haven't had a cup of tea yet or anything. I haven't had my breakfast, so that's what it is. I got me brain's lacking a cup of tea. So that's everybody's makes. Where's my little? Oh, there. Now I couldn't get 10, like I said. I just we only got 7 actually. That's a bit lacking of me, isn't it? But here's my little sunshine. I love that little top one, how it sort of went off like that. It looks like a little icing off a little ice gem biscuit. It has that little swirl of icing. But I couldn't get any of the others to do it. I thought if they all did it facing that way, wouldn't that be nice? But I could only get that one to do it. And then because I've got 7, I had the colour, it was Starcraft Special Decay, and I had, was it lemon and sunshine? So I've got lemon. I started here, so I've got sunshine, lemon, sunshine, lemon, sunshine, lemon, sunshine, sunshine. So I thought this will be the 2 little legs. This can be her little legs. The eyes I wished would have a bit bigger. Little mouth, but you can't really see it. But that's so that's my little sunshine. So love her. Be going to little ones, like I said. And so the only thing left to do is to see what we're going to get me a bag of bag. So in here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just read out to you what we've got left, just in case. We've got the snake, the penguin, the llama, the octopus, the koala, the moose, the cat, the dog, the jellyfish, the owl, the horse, the chicken, the turtle, the sheep, the duck, and the teddy bear. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we've got 16 left, 16 out of 50. So we're doing okay. Right, let's have a delve to the bottom. Let's have a delve. And we have got the llama. The llama on page 102. Remember not to put that one back in. That's a nice one. 102. 100. Where are you? 100. 102. It's only a... Oh, that yarn you got, Lynn, would do good for that. Look with the sprinkles. There's the llama. It's just a 2 donut rating. So it's just the donut, 2 ears, and then the little muzzle, and then this little bit. So it says the colourful llama buddy is ready to party and is always first on the dance floor. She loves to get dressed up, see her pretty decorated ears and brightly coloured reins. So on the large rein before sewing the smaller ones either side of the mouth. This will speed up the assembly. Oh yeah, so it's just telling you to sew that one on before these. And that's the side view. So the donut base, I mean, you can do any colour at all, but the donut, the basic donut pattern is in grey and the icing is in parchment. Yeah, so we've got like a grey and a parchment, but any colour. I've seen white llamas. Oh, the muzzle is in cream. So yeah, I think llamas probably come in all sorts of colours, don't they? So any colours at all. So that'll be on the list for this week's crochet. The llama. Yeah, 2 rating. The llama is a two donut rating. So oh, just a sec. Oh, sorry about that. Husband just popped and we've got a package to deliver. It's little son Jamie's birthday on Thursday, so he's posting a parcel for him. Forgot really what I was saying. Yeah, we're doing really well with the donuts. Looking forward to making the llama this week. So I really hope you all keep warm if you with snow, because I know a few of you are having snow and bits of snow and in places in the world, and you know, there's droughts, there's fires, there's floods, there's famine. I was thinking to myself the other day, well, I say the other day, every time I brush my teeth or wash my hands, just this last week, I've been thinking to myself, I haven't thought this before, but just this last few days, I've been thinking, how lucky are we to have just water coming out of a tap, and you turn on a button, you get warmth, you know, and there's people in other countries that don't have water, they've just got to get it from a puddle. And I think to just switch on a switch and have electricity, I just think sometimes it just hit me that I think how absolutely lucky, you know, and yet people moan about this, that, and the other. And I think we are so lucky to just have those things at the turn of a tap or a light switch. And you think of other people in the world. Anyway, I just thought, oh, I'm so grateful for absolutely everything that I have and the people I have in my life, for you absolutely beautiful, lovely friends. And yeah, I think just overwhelmed me a bit. I thought, God, we just have running water, and how lucky are we? So that just stuck in my mind. So have a lovely, lovely week, and just take care of each other and look after each other, whatever you're doing and whoever you're doing it with. Just make the most of every single second, and try not to argue, or you know, try and be happy whenever you can. I know times are really tough for a lot of people, and prayers to all of you that are going through a tough time at the moment. I'm thinking of you all. So I'll go and get myself a cup of tea now. Well, my hubby's going to make me a cup of tea. I think he's made me a cup of tea. So I'll go and get some breakfast. So until next time, love you all. Keep safe. Keep warm or cool. And best of all, just be happy. Love you. Love you all. Bye.